What's up, guys? My name's David, and if you've been keeping up with Sam Sulek, you know that he has really popularized forearm training. I've seen a lot of people implementing the exercises that he's been showing in his videos. And for context, he does 3 separate exercises. He does 2 for the wrist flexors. One is the classic cable push down forearm curl. The other is off the bench wrist curl with a dumbbell. And the final one, which I have a huge problem with, it is the wrist extensor curl off the bench with a dumbbell. I've been seeing so many people do this in the gym ever since his videos started coming out. And the goal of this is to get bigger forearms. This is what Sam preaches. But doing this, it's not gonna lead to a ton of hypertrophy here. It's not gonna make this part more meaty. And this is because the wrist extensors, the part that you're training with this reverse dumbbell wrist curl, the wrist extensors are such a small muscle, and they're buried inside all of these muscles that actually contribute to the meatiness, like the brachioradialis, that even if you hypertrophy them, even if you train them for a while and get strong at them, it's such a small muscle that it's not going to be visible. So I'm an arm wrestler. I've been arm wrestling for 5 years, and I train a lot of these small muscle groups. I train the pronator a lot extensively, radial deviation, so the back part here, which is these are muscles that are really important for being strong on the table when you're arm wrestling. And there's one exercise that I came up with. I haven't seen a lot of other arm wrestlers do them, but I think this is the best to hypertrophy the meaty part that you actually want to have grow, right? And there's a classic way of hypertrophying this, which is just reverse curls with a dumbbell. But I'm here to tell you that there's an even better exercise than that hasn't been explored that much. And this is the belt reverse curl. Let me show you how it looks like. So for this, you need a belt just like this. It costs $20 on Amazon with the pin, maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty cheap. And here's how the exercise looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like with the low weight. You just put it over your hand like this, and you go into the reverse position. So now your fingers aren't working at all, and the limiting factor is just your brachioradialis, right? And you just do curls like this. You don't have to go all the way down, because if you go all the way down, it's gonna come off your hand. So just go 3/4 of the way down, just like that. You can even keep your hand open. Again, the limiting factor is going to be this part. This is where you're going to hypertrophy to the maximum extent possible. So the advantage of this compared to regular reverse curls with a dumbbell is that you're not gripping anymore with your fingers. So the limiting factor when you're training this is going to be your brachioradialis. Yeah, if you start training this, you're going to get, this part's going to start growing a lot. You don't need these small wrist extensor movements. I don't think there's any reason to train them. Just like there's no reason to train your pronator or your radial deviation if you're a bodybuilder, because even though arm wrestlers train these and they have big forearms, the size actually comes from the bigger muscle groups like the wrist flexor and the brachioradialis, right? Not the small extensors, not the small pronator muscles. Yeah, try this exercise out. Let me know how you like it. And yeah, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you want to see more content. Peace.